We're going to talk about graphing quadratics in intercept form, and so today's essential question is I can graph quadratics in intercept form by finding x-intercepts. Again, quadratics are those parabolas or U-shaped graphs that we're doing. An intercept form is when we have an x with a term in a binomial and another x with another term inside of a binomial. So our first step is to find the x-intercepts, and this one, again, I've talked about how we use a lot of x's opposites, and so our x-intercepts here are going to be -5 and +3 because they're the opposites of what we're dealing with here. So that's what we're going to do here. We got this right here. We have -5 and +3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. +3, 1, 2, 3. Find our x-intercepts. That's step 1. And so we have 3 and -5. Now that we've done that, we also plotted them. So we find, and then we plot the x, find and plot. Write the word "and" here. So in step 2, now we need to start forming our U shape. And so what we need to do is we need to find the x value of the vertex. Now, these U-shapes are going to go through this like this, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to find that middle value, because that'll tell us our x value. So if we go down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 spots in the middle, and through the whole thing, so the middle would be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this right here is our x value. So x equals -1. Okay, so we found that middle number. So now after we do that, we need to do step 2 or step 3. So we need to find the y value by plugging in or substituting in x. So what we're going to do is we have our equation. I'm going to just say f of x is what it is, but we're going to use, we'll just call it y for easy. And then we're going to put -1 in. And then we're going to do the parentheses, and then we're going to multiply. And that's a y equals. So then our point, and I'm going to highlight this in yellow here, like I've done before, because our point 4, or -1, -16, is what we're looking for. So I'm going to end up counting here by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to call it -16 right there. And then we have a dot right here. Oops. Wow, I got to redraw that. We have a dot right there. And so that's our graph. So then step 4, we're going to graph or draw the graph. So we're going to do that. So we have this here and that there. And there we go. That's our graph. And again, we have the point -1, -16. And that is the vertex right there. And we found it by finding the middle line. So our last step, step 5, and that's not the right color. Step 5, we want to put it in vertex form. Now it says f of x, so I'm going to just rewrite it as f of x, but it's y. There's no 1 in front, or there's no a in front, so it's a 1. And then we have x plus 1 squared minus 16. So it comes from those highlighted marks, or again we're going left 1 down 16. And so that with the graph is what I'm looking for. So we're going to do it again over here, but now we won't have any steps. So we know the x-intercepts, they're going to be 2 and 6. So we're ready to graph. So we have 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to find that middle value. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2. So this is our middle value. And this right here is x equals 4. So we're going to put that in. So 3 comma 4 minus 2, 4 minus 6. So 3 comma 2 times negative 2. And so that's negative 12. And that's a y equals. So we're going to count by 4s again, actually. That's pretty convenient. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be negative 12. And that dot's going to be right there. And that's going to be the 4, negative 12. And so we're getting this from these points right there. Then we're ready to graph. All right. Our last step is to write our equation out in our form. The a is 3, so I'm going to pull that over. And then we have minus 4 for right and minus 12 for down. And we have that vertex form. Don't forget the vocabulary. It's quite important when taking standardized tests. Let me know if you have any questions. Just come ask me. This is our notes for today.